I can't wait to get to Miami. But anyway, so you guys, good morning. For some of you guys that are coming to this student engagement forum for the first time, my name is Dr. Alex Meredith, and I serve as your Director for Student Engagement within the College of Ag Science and Technology. So, um, one of the things that I used to do previously was I oversaw three different student organizations within the college. Um, and so, with that being said, at this time of year, one of the things that I would focus on would be recruiting sophomores and juniors, and then seniors that were rising with the actual seniors that were leaving. So that way, the student body could actually get uh, experience from seniors that have been in the organization for 2 to 3 or 4 years, because who else would have the best knowledge about that? So student organizations that signed up today to actually speak with you, there's three of them. However, I did also open up the floor and offer OSLA above campus the opportunity to actually have other student orgs come in as well. And if you are here, uh, yeah, if you are here, if you could let me know, you can put something in the chat. Uh, and then what I'll do is I'll open up the floor to some of the student orgs that I do know are here. I know Aaron's here for Manners. Juliana is here. I can never, it's Black Enterprise, but I always mess up the rest. Basola is here for NSBE, National Society of Black Engineers. Uh, and Taylor is here for Pre-Vet Club. And so I'm pretty sure that there, like I said, that there might be additional ones after that. What I am asking is that you guys speak for roughly 3 to 5 minutes, because there are many of you. And that also gives you time to actually answer any questions that the students that are here might have of you. As you know, with all student engagement forums, there are some things that we ask as far as housekeeping. The room automatically locks at 11:05, so we ask you if you could be here on time. We ask for your camera to be on for professionalism, as well as anytime that you ask one of the panelists any types of questions that you might have. If you could please stay muted so we don't hear the background noise until you have a question. And when you do have a question, if you could use the raise hand feature as well. You're always able to keep in contact, as well as learn what we are doing within the Office of Student Engagement, as well as the DSU CAS 1890 Scholarship Program through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook handles. I mean, these are the handles to connect to those three platforms. Last week we had a really good social media branding. I appreciate everybody that did the survey. Yeah, so really high scores. I enjoyed myself. Mr. Hall really enjoyed himself. You'll definitely see him again in the fall. We are going to be working on some things. And also, our winner was Brianna Timmons for the $10 Wawa gift card. And if you could coordinate time with me, you can definitely stop by my office to pick it up. This is definitely the last time that we will see this. It closes on April 15th, and it's the DSU CAS 1890 Scholarship Program. It's $3,000 towards your educational needs. Of course, you need to be an ag, natural resources, or human ecology major with a 3.0 GPA or better. Also, uh, this is one of my favorite alums, Miss Latisse Hickson. I think she's like class of 2010. I know she was like roughly around the time that I first got here to Dell State. And so I got to work hand in hand with her. Definitely overachiever, which definitely has paid off. I know that she was a part of SGA while she was here. She was a part of the Republic of Fashion for Textiles and Apparel Studies, and she loves to give back to Dell State students. So she's had the opportunity. She's currently at Foot Locker, and she's actually going to come in. She was going to be a part of the alumni panel, but when she just got another promotion, I said, no, we have to do something that's just you, so students can ask questions, because it's really popular, not just within textile and apparel studies, but across campus. So it's been advertised across campus. So this is actually going to be the last student engagement forum that has also been added on. So students that need that student engagement forum hours, this is also an additional hour. And it's next Tuesday. And then, yeah, that's pretty much that. And so I know I saw Aaron come in. Aaron, would you like to go first? Aaron White?
Yes, I can go first.
Okay. And Aaron represents the Delaware State University chapter of Minorities in Ag, Natural Resources, and Related Sciences. So this was also one of the organizations that I was able to advise. I was also a part of it in graduate school as well as undergraduate. So it's a phenomenal opportunity if you are in ag and natural resources or human ecology to interface with, there are now over 75 chapters across the country, as well as you have regional conferences, as well as the national conference where you're able to also compete as well as interface with public and private sectors for jobs.
So, hey everybody, my name is Erin White, and I am currently the Vice President for our chapter of Manners. So, a little bit about Manners. It's not just a chapter here, we're a national chapter. So, we empower minorities in agriculture, natural resources, and related sciences. So our members are not just agriculture majors or pre-vet majors. We have had textile majors, fashion majors, general agriculture majors, and a few others. So we also have a USDA representative as one of our advisors. So she also sends out internships and scholarship opportunities for us, whether during the school year or also opportunities that are in the summer. And we also, in addition to professional, we also have bonding events and community service. So this year and in the past, for the bonding events, we've had game nights, we've had cooking competitions, and then community service, we usually do a highway cleanup every year where we clean the trail behind Jenkins. And also we've had donation where we collect canned goods for the Food Bank of Delaware or toys for the Salvation Army. So it's not all just education. We also do have fun and get to know each other. Oh, and if you have any other questions, I will put my email in the chat box.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aaron. I really appreciate you coming in and talking with well, definitely advertising minorities in ag, natural resources, and related sciences. Um, okay. Next up, I think that's you, Jamil Bryce, and you represent the Computer Science Club.
Yep.
Okay, I do remember us meeting once during the SOB meeting.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you talk to the students a little bit about the Computer Science Club and what you guys have to offer.
Well, firstly, good morning, everybody. As Dr. Meredith introduced me, my name is Jamil Bryce, and I am the president of the Computer Science Club. And a little bit about our mission at the Computer Science Club. We're here to basically improve the professional, academic, and personal development of our students in the club. So initially, you guys might think, oh, the Computer Science Club, the guys are over there coding and such, but that's not all we do. We host an assortment of workshops. So we do a lot of resume workshops, LinkedIn workshops. We also do some fun workshops, including, building Valentines. We had that. We also host game nights and also do outings for our club members. So we do a lot of fun things, and also we work on professional development and just building careers out. We also have networking events. I know this year we were in the process of hosting a hackathon, which is a 24-hour event that allows students to kind of showcase their abilities in tech and design. Unfortunately, I didn't follow through, but we do offer a lot of opportunities for our students to grow. like I said, professionally, academically, and personally. So that's a little bit about us. Anybody have
Would
any
you be able to
questions?
push your, oh, any students have any questions, specific questions about the Computer Science Club? Would you please, could you put your email in the chat?
Yep.
And then also, you guys definitely, Jamel definitely just mentioned a really good point. You don't necessarily have to be in a specific major to be in a different, to be in a club that is not the same. I know when I was the advisor of Manners, my best president was a math major, Miss Nalisha Loftus from Texas. And so with her, we were able to win Educational Advisor of the Year through OSLA. We were able to win Educational Organization of the Year through OSLA, Office of Student Leadership and Activities on Campus. So please don't be shy about, looking at all of the different opportunities that are available to you. Next, Miss Juliana Paul.
Hey, good morning, everyone. So I just figured I'd share my screen really quickly. I'm not gonna go through the whole pitch deck, but it's it's kind of a better way for me to summarize what Black Venture Capital Consortium is and what we do on campus. So just to begin, this organization was essentially created to help bridge the wealth gap between white families and Black families in America. And one of the prominent reasons why there's such a big wealth gap in America is because of business ownership. Business ownership is one of the driving factors of wealth creation in America. And the main issue is that a lot of minority students and individuals aren't really involved in the venture capital and business and entrepreneurship space. It's something that has been growing over the years, but our white counterparts sort of had that leverage and that ability to buy into VC company into entrepreneurship companies, start businesses many years prior to us. So essentially, what we're trying to do is increase diversity in the venture capital and entrepreneurship ecosystem. And by being a part of BVCC, you have access to work and partner with over 30 venture capital funds. These names might not sound familiar, but these are actually really interesting and fun companies to work for. For example, I know 645 Ventures, a previous VC intern worked with them, and he was able to stay in New York for the whole summer, fully paid for, and really got to learn a lot about VC. And it's not necessarily all about just investing into companies. It's a real culture that you can kind of immerse yourself in and gain a lot of experience and just really network and meet all types of amazing people. We also work with large companies and startup companies. That's something that you may seem more familiar with, like Google, JP Morgan, Netflix, American Airlines. I have the pleasure of also working with JP Morgan, not through BVCC, but because I applied before entering this program. But this summer, I'll actually be working with a company called Circle CI. It's a startup based in California. And I've also received offers from companies like Aurora Solar, Robinhood, after working with BVCC through their many programs that they offer here on campus. So some of the programs look like, I'll skip through this and get here. So some of the programs look like our venture capital track, our entrepreneurship track, our UX design track, our software engineering track, and we also added a program management track. This pitch deck actually needs to be updated. But we pretty much, what you are able to do is join weekly sessions where professionals in each of these industries can come and talk to you about all of these varying topics. And you get to learn a lot about, oh, they're talking about it here. You get to learn a lot about what it's like to work in that specific track, but you also get the experience of working on a hands-on project. So we have something that we do specific to the curriculum is a capstone project where you can actually work with people in different tracks and start a company and be able to pitch that company to real investors and have the potential to get a large investment into your company. This past spring, just actually a few weeks ago, we had our spring pitch competition, and the winning company actually won a $20,000 VC investment. So this is actually money that was given to them to actually start a business from the ground up. So of course it's open to any majors. Of course, if you want to do the software engineering track, it's kind of best that you are already in a technical degree like computer science or IT. But we also have a Makeway program. This is more so to gear towards students that are interested in engineering, chemistry. And Bisola is actually, she wasn't specifically a part of the Makeway program, but she was a part of the Deep STEM track, which is something close to the Makeway program. And they were able to work on things regarding like robotics and everything in this specific sector. And just a little, I guess, like a brag page about BVCC. So far, they founded about 23 companies. And with this capstone project, you pretty much allow yourself to work with a group of students, build up a project, and genuinely have that project be brought to life with BVCC and their VCs that work within this organization. And TradeSmart here is actually a previous winner of the pitch competition that that is actually on the market now if you want to actually look it up in the App Store. And they were invested in a few years back, and students were able to essentially monetize this. That's like a brief synopsis of what BVCC is and what we do. And I think it's a really beneficial organization if you're looking to just expand your knowledge in different areas. You don't necessarily have to be your major has to be specific to that area. You can just want to learn about it and commit. It's only a one day per week commitment where these professionals come and talk to you about things specific to that track. And you also get the opportunity to interview and find internships and jobs in all types of areas of venture capital, entrepreneurship, tech, deep STEM. And yeah, that's a bit about BVCC and what we do. And I'll also put my email in the chat if you want to reach out to me about any question. I'll put my phone number too, so that make it a lot easier for me. So yeah, that's all for me.
I thank you so much for coming. I'm really I have a real close colleague, Miss Pia Stokes. And so isn't she like one of y'all's advisors or co-advisors?
Yes, she is our advisor.
So I learned things about BVCC, but this is really in depth, and so I appreciate you definitely coming and presenting. Also, can you put in the chat how often you guys meet? A lot of times students feel as though they don't have the time to meet. So also, Aaron, I know you guys meet once every 2 weeks. Jamil, how often does the Computer Science Club meet?
We don't particularly have full club meetings. I know that our board meets every week. We usually just send out information to the club members.
Okay. All right. So up next, Miss Basola, I think I saw you come in.
Yes, good morning.
Oh, and one more thing, because I wrote it down. You guys, a lot of times, like I'm really huge on student organizations. There are students that are actually rising up that in different orgs that I know of that are moving into student leadership posts, which is really good. I'm really big on them because while you're here, your job is, 40 hours a week is in school, right? So when do you actually have the time to actually get the skill sets that you can then market to employers for them to see that you're an attractive candidate to be hired when you actually leave Dell State? And so working with these student orgs are definitely the ways for you to be able to do just that. So that's why I'm really big on them. Basola. And Basola is the president of NSBE, National Society of Black Engineers.
Yes. Sorry, I unfortunately cannot turn on my camera, but as Dr. Meredith said, I am the president of the National Society of Black Engineers, and that doesn't only pertain to members who are only engineers, but rather anyone who's within STEM. I think it benefits people who are within the PMAX department, which is the physics, engineering, mathematics, or computer science department. But we have had other members from different majors join. We do showcase a lot of professional development events with other companies like Comores, Creativity, and Amazon, simply to get our members ready for the professional scene, as well as the conferences that we have later on the year, which is the BEA, which is the Black Engineer Yearly Award, where there's a big conference in DC, and companies and grad schools from all over come, and we try to get our members ready for that, as well as the NSBE convention, which usually takes place either in California or Texas. That is a bigger conference that lasts over, I want to say, a 5-day span. And with those in mind, we try to get everyone's professional skills up to par, having mock interviews and resume sessions with the companies I mentioned before. And we also try to incorporate a lot of social events as well to make sure everybody knows everyone and they're not just in an org where they're just kind of like getting benefits and not really gaining a community. I would say before COVID, it was way more of a community sense than it was now. We're still trying to build that up after coming back to campus, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve that objective. But I will say we try to push our members academically as well. We have an academic chair who's supposed to engage with our students on a bi-weekly basis and host study sessions so that our GPA as a whole reflects a high score. So when we present that on a national scale to the national region and chapters, we are seen as an active chapter. So a lot of people do come and learn from us, whether it's like mathematics or physics, just to, get ahead in class. We have a lot of tutoring sessions that people benefit from. And as I said before, anyone is able to engage with these opportunities. It isn't closed off to just engineers, but rather anyone who's really interested. Just to put out there, we do have an event coming soon. It's on the 22nd. It's the NSBE Banquet. It's basically to celebrate our partnership with Amazon for the next coming years. And anyone in this call or anyone you think would be interested in talking to anyone from Amazon is more than welcome to come.
Thank you, Basola. Could you put your information in the chat and I thought that there was like a link to your registration for that event.
Yes, I can put that in there too.
Okay. Thank you so much. Taylor, are you on? Taylor or Summer? Okay. Well, also I want to are there any other student organizations that are on this call that would like to speak? None? Okay. Well, this definitely is a short student engagement forum. I thank everybody for coming. I'm getting ready to put up the QR code. And like I said, next Tuesday will actually be our last student engagement forum for spring 2022. So with the student survey QR code, it's an opportunity to enter into a drawing for a $10 Wawa gift card. You sign in, it's definitely your sign in for your class, organization, or program that you're attending for credit. Of course, I would need your name, your email address, as well as the teacher that you would like your attendance reported to, as well as it's an excellent opportunity to give feedback. Yeah, excellent opportunity to give feedback for future programming of things that you would like to see and yeah, attend. This is the survey link as well.
Dr. Meredith, when I scanned this QR code, it said that it wasn't taking entries.
Yep, and that was the next screen. I was trying to let everybody at least do a screenshot. So it's open from 11:50 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. If you go before that time, this is what you'll end up getting. If you go after 12:30, this is what you'll end up getting. So that's that window of time from 11:50 to 12:30. Use the QR code and it will be open. And let me go back. All right. If nothing more, you guys enjoy the rest of your day and thank you for coming.